What a freaking unit. She's definitely a ripper. If Cletus was into mulching, I bet he'd have a 135. This, and it's nice mulch. Make sure to pay your taxes so the government can put emissions on your private property and make your truck regen and stink up a beautiful job site. Right? Yep. We got Honey Badger with pulling air. We got the Honda. We got the 259. And we got her here. Why? Why are you here today?
Because I want to check out the 135.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna check out?
No, I'm just gonna put my eyes on it.
Just a visual inspection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you film too?
No, I'll film.
Okay.
I'm sending estimates. I'm talking
All right.
to clients.
Good. All right, get back to work. Stop. Be productive. Okay. But she is correct. We are gonna demo Fecon 135 VRT, which is Fecon's version of the ASV 135. It's paired to a Blackhawk mulcher. I believe it's 74-inch cutting width, so it's a little bigger than the FAE, about 2 inches. And we're gonna have drone footage. Now, Lacey did not practice flying the drone once. Hold on. She's about to say something like, I don't know, silly.
I went to fly it. You had to fly it.
When did you want to fly it?
Yesterday.
When?
We're in the field.
When we were in the field. Oh, when you were driving the truck?
We were parked. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't let her fool you guys. She's a fooler. She'll get you.
No, I am not.
All right, this truck is still regenning, and it's been 7 minutes since I started. It's probably been doing it for 15 before that. No. This is ridiculous. No. So while I'm waiting, obviously I'm excited, so I keep looking over there. But man, you guys are dirty. All right, so I figured I should call my shot, just to gauge my knowledge. What I expect from this machine. This machine's putting down 50 gallons a minute at, I believe, like somewhere like around 5,000 psi. It might be more than that. Actually, it might be 6,000. I don't know. It puts down a bunch of pressure and a bunch of flow for a skid steer. It's 119 horsepower to the head. That's the niche thing about the 135 VRT that I like. So what I expect with this machine is to hit 6 to 10 inch trees and not really slow down and on this project. Okay, so I want to show you, and like pretty mulch too. Like pretty mulch was made by high-speed drums with knives, or just very high-speed drums and carbides, just pulverizing stuff. It's not really about, it's not about the sharpness. Like, yes, it helps, but speed is more important. So I expect trees like this, right? That's about a 4 or 5 incher, right? I expect trees like that to just disappear, just gone. I've seen the 135 take down pines bigger than this, but I'm not doing that because that's a valuable tree to this piece of land. Technically, this is the kind of land you plant with pines. It was planted pines at one point, because as you can tell, sort of, all the pines are in a row. You can actually tell from the drone shots. So I expect that. I also expect the machine to travel across these bumps, which is super frustrating and annoying in the Cat. I expect the ASV or the Fecon to handle that a lot better with its ASV tracks. I also expect fuel consumption to be consistent with the 259, and by that I mean I expect to see the needle move at the same rate as a 259. It's burning a shit ton more fuel, but it also carries a shit ton more fuel. So I believe it's almost 60 gallons of diesel on this machine. So those are my predictions. I'm also going to predict that I'm going to fucking love it, and I'm predicting we're going to buy it. I've always thought the ASVs were the best looking machines, and now that Vermeer's backing them, I'm not scared to own an ASV anymore. What the 259 is going to do, we don't know. I don't know, at least. I kind of want to keep it, but it's also kind of the weakest link at that point. We'll see. Matt is 22 minutes late. His defense, he had to drive from Orlando to Jacksonville, pick it up, and then come from Jacksonville back to here. So that's like 5 hours. That's probably like 4 hours of driving at least, maybe 5. So he's getting his dose of the forestry life. You ready to record?
Yeah.
It's on. Oh. All right. It's huge. Yeah, right? It's so much bigger. Like in just this machine, obviously the heads are similar rotor sizes, but once you get past that, so I can go at it.
Yeah, have fun with it.
I need to know how to turn on high flow. I don't know. drive down to the block, like it clearly shows where, like you can clearly see where I haven't mulched yet, right?
Yeah.
And put your flags in the bag side by side, flag out 3/4 of an acre. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go over there and pick up this a little bit more. And then I'll come over there and we'll time it.
That'll be cool.
So
yeah.
we'll time 1 acre square. You guys pick whatever you want as far as debris over there. The left side is more brush, the right side is more wet ground, so the vegetation is gonna be a little different. More palmettos on this side.
We'll do a mix.
Huh?
We'll do a mix of it.
Okay, just half acre on each side of the road. Okay, do it. All I need is just put 3 flags down to mark it. You know how to build a site plan. You can do it on camera even.
Yeah.
I love this machine. our drone. All right, there's flag number 1.
That's your second one.
And then push that way.
And then in the middle of the road,
Okay,
you'll see one.
that's the end.
That's the back of it. So just a big square.
Okay, cool. All right, so starting time. Actually, I'm gonna keep the GoPro in there with me. Starting time is 1:50. Call it 1:50 in the afternoon. on accident. Right there is the flag. And that trail right there, I just pulled through the woods and randomly turned and nailed it. Professional. 310. Was 150 we started. That build up. Woo! The lines aren't even hot on. But that's an acre. There's a flag over here somewhere. Where is it? Can't see it. There's a flag over there. A flag right there. And a flag right there. Technically, it's 1.07 acres, but there's technically you need to subtract the road, because the road is part of that. That's why we're saying it's 1 acre. But man, what a freaking unit! She's definitely a ripper. If Cletus was into mulching, I bet he'd have a 135. All the cool kids are gonna have them. Look at that drum. That drum is just, it's nice. It's a lot, actually it's bigger in person than I expect. Very Seamoth. Very Seamoth-like. I don't like that it uses an Allen key. I don't like that at all. I'd rather have a bolt stick out back here and use a bolt than Allen keys. In my experience, Allen keys strip, so I don't like them. Dun, dun, dun. But at the end of the day, it don't really matter. What's up, stranger? An hour and 20 minutes? Is that what 150 to 310 looks like?
What?
Just math. Baby, I want one.
I told him we're getting one. There's like no one knows about it. We have to.
Oh, whoa. Ha! Guys, today's the last day here in Citra, Florida. Obviously, yesterday we had the 135. It is a heavy girl. Look at that. That's her track. But I love it. I love that machine so freaking much. I love it because it feels like a skid steer still, but it mulches more like a dedicated. I mulched all over the place. I was hitting stuff left and right. Look, there's like 3 trees in that 1/4 acre right there. Maybe 5. I'm bad at counting, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like very open. The mulch is ugly. It is what it is. I'm just gonna destroy my knives trying to rake it or mulch it smooth, like pretty smooth, with all these hills. It's hard to see. You can actually see it really good in the drone footage, all the ruts. And also, like, there's no actual plan other than to sell the land. So there's no point in making it super pretty and kill the knives when the next owner is just gonna plow all the topsoil and the root rakes and the stuff off to the side and dig a pond and shove that in the pond bank and build their house with the dirt from that, which is like an actual thing. So we're about to hop into 259. She is dirties. She does not stay clean like the 135s. You can tell is a forestry machine. It was made for forestry work, not just because of like the energy, the momentum, and just the way the tracks move, but debris doesn't really pile up in dangerous areas. Like, this is a dangerous area to have this. That's why this shield is here, and it's not even like that good of a shield. It was one of these berms right in the middle, so it's really focused. The teeth, the cutting teeth are really cutting in the middle. And I caught a stump from a big bay tree, probably a 15-inch stump, probably something like a stump that big, a little smaller. And it actually just pulled the whole stump out of the ground and shoved the whole stump into the back of the drum. But this is why I like the 135. All I did was turn the hydraulics off picked the head up and it fell out, and it was amazing. Matt got this stuck yesterday because it's kind of hard to run this. This does take talent. Looks like I left the door open overnight. But this one, you got to hold the hydraulics back and then back drag to get it to undo, because the machine just doesn't have the pressure to force the drum through, force it through. So obviously we're getting 135. We're waiting a little bit because we're not just getting any 135, we're getting a Tree Shop edition 135. Just like we do, this is the Tree Shop edition 259, right? This isn't just the stock 259. We got a little upgrades from the factory, you know what I mean? Yeah, anyways, I appreciate it. Lots of updates, lots and lots of updates, lots of stuff going on. I need an assistant. I actually told Lacey that yesterday. I was like, babe, I need an assistant. She thought I was kidding. I actually wasn't, but I do need an assistant. And because, I mean, Lacey normally would be my assistant, but we are so busy. She's busy just running Tree Shop and also running the house. And there's more ventures going on, right? We have the mastermind group. That takes time. There's things that have to be done with that during the day. Our marketing company, which typically you have to be friends with us in order for us to do it, we're going to open it up to a little bit of the public. So with the marketing company scaling up, and obviously we're still scaling, we're still growing Tree Shop into the brand that it's supposed to be. So thanks for watching the YouTube. Thanks to all the clients at Tree Shop for letting this be my job. Like, I have no cell signal. Oh, I'm sorry. I have one little bar. It's fake. It won't actually do anything. So I get to hang out in the woods. This is the woods, and then make them a field, basically. That's my job. And I get to drive cool trucks, pull big trailers. Well, like, it's not a big trailer, but like a medium trailer. I got my side-by-side here. Got a Caterpillar piece of equipment. You know, I have the perfect life. I got beautiful kids. Lacey's amazing. Family's amazing. Work is going good. I tell Lacey all the time, like, babe, we have a perfect life. And, you know, it's obviously not free of problems. There's always stresses. There's always challenges. But I couldn't ask for anything more than we have right now. And I am grateful. I do want to put a little tidbit in this video. I am not anti 74 horsepower machine at all. It clearly works, okay? Clearly. We would be fine running a fleet of 74 horsepower machines. We could financially do it. And we would make money even with employees and trucks and all that kind of stuff. That's not the direction we want to go in. We want to stay small, stay fast, stay lethal to the market, not get overburdened with a bunch of overhead. And that's why we look at dual purpose machines that basically double. If we're gonna upgrade, we need to be able to do double. So when we upgrade from a 135 to a 325, that would make sense. That's 2 sizes up. So I wanted to point out the difference between high horsepower, high speed, high pressure mulchers versus low horsepower, low pressure mulchers. I don't care. My machine is high flow. Yes, technically 30 gallons a minute is embarrassing. Okay, this is 50 gallons a minute. Actually, it was running on 48 at this time. I turned it up to 50 on the acre in the back. Didn't really notice the difference. But this is 48 gallons a minute at 4,060 psi. That's what this is doing. 119 hydraulic horsepower. This is 74 horsepower. The reason I can't find a really good piece of mulch the same size is because if I hit this one time, if I hit this one more time with the Fecon, it would disappear. In literally the blink of an eye, this would be gone. Okay, I can find little pieces of this because literally everywhere. So this fraying, you see this fraying? That's actually the wood ripping, okay, by the 259. I need a photographer too, apparently. Okay, this is what's happening. See that? That wood is just, it's just ripping. Which is fine, it gets the job done. It's just really abusive. It's not abusive, it's just really hard to keep head speed up when the head is doing this. When it's doing this and it has proper pressure and proper, or you know, adequate pressure and adequate flow for a professional top tier forestry company, right? The standards are different between startups and top tier. So this is startup, this is fine. You can make lots and lots of money doing this. You have to work a lot. You have to be good at maintenance, at least adequate. You have to be good at knives. You have to be good at budgeting. You have to do a bunch of good stuff. You want to cut wood like this? See how it's smooth? Like that is literally smooth. No slivers. That's how good these Fecon, I think they're called samurai knives. They might be like samurai wide because they flared out at the tip. But anyways, that's what that does. Okay, and this is oak. So yeah, that was kind of impressed. That stood out to me, just the smoothness of the wood versus the typical shredded mulch that I've put out with the FAE. So I was just driving over here, and this is where I mulched with the Fecon. It is just mind-boggling. You have to be kind of a professional to like be entertained by this, I guess. I don't know. This is what I do day in, day out, every single day during the week, sometimes even on weekends, and you kind of get an eye for it. Like, I know what it's supposed to look like just by glancing at it. I know how many times you back drag just by glancing at it. I know if you're running carbides or knives just by looking at it. And all of this was mulched with 135. One pass forward, one pass back. That's it. There wasn't a whole bunch of, there actually was no cleanup. I started here and I went to that flag right there. Then I went to this flag that was over here. I ran it over. And then I started pushing to that side of the acre. Okay. When I got to that side, that's where I ended. It was over there. When I got to there, that was it. Like it was done. I had to go get the babies, so I left. Actually, I didn't even drive the machine back from there. Matt drove the machine from there to his trailer by the road. So there was no cleanup. The cleanup, I was like, oh, I'll do cleanup tomorrow, which is basically these, you know, hit this one, hit that branch. There's a pile here. We could just make it look pretty, and you know, go a little slower. The 259 is a lot faster on its feet. It's the track speed is not faster, but it's just lighter to turn and stuff like that because it's not 15,000 pounds or whatever 135 is. So you look at this and it's nice mulch. It doesn't matter if it's palm or hardwood. Like there was lots of palmettos. I mean, that's a big piece, but it's still nice. You know what I mean? Like that palmetto is just shaved flat with the ground. I don't know. I'm super pumped to get the 135, get it on some flat ground, not this like rut, road, rut. Well, folks, that is a barrel. I believe that is a steel barrel or drum. my drum mulcher. I'm pretty sure it's that lip right there. It might be a wheel. It could be a wheelbarrow too, but it's still a barrel. So we're gonna try and go find a stump to hook one of the side cutter knives on to pull this out. This property is for sale. If you or you know someone who's interested in 273 acres technically. I could be wrong. I'm not actually a real estate agent, so don't quote me, but it's something like that. In the footage that you just watched, I flew over a good portion of it, not even all of it, just a portion of it. And just to show you what's there, I believe Nick said they were asking 1.1, 1.2. So, you know, good piece of land in a tourist. This is actually the economy here is logging, country living, and then tourism. So camping, a lot of Airbnbs are here. A lot of people from Florida actually vacation here. When like Floridians, Florida crackers go to vacation, a lot of them I hear come to this area. So also if you're into horses, this is outside of horse country. This is like whatever's north of Lexington, Kentucky. That's what this is. So yeah, that's about it. This is another video. Thanks for watching the Tree Shop YouTube channel. We will see you on the next one. I don't even know what's in store for the next video because things are going crazy these days. Might be a podcast, might be a mulching video, might be buying something super expensive. Who knows? So we're going to drive home and see Lacey and the babies, and I don't know what's on the menu tonight or what the schedule is tonight. I feel like there's something going on. I guess I'll find out. Till next time, let's get to work.